Good morning and welcome to day 9 of our video Lenten series. I'm Pastor Scott coming to you from Ascension Lutheran Church, and our theme is God's story, our story. As we gather on this Friday, it's also Pie Day, Friday Pie Day, 3/14. So if you haven't had a piece of pie today, I encourage you to do so, and then, write out pie in as many decimal places as you can. I wouldn't do that, but it is Pie Day. I just wanted to point that out. As we gather this morning, we've moved forward in the story with Jesus now calling the disciples. He encounters Levi, a tax collector, and he ends up going to his house to eat. And of course, the Pharisees ask the question, who is this who will even eat with tax collectors? Well, in the way that the paralyzed man's friends broke down the barriers of literal barrier and getting to Jesus in terms of the roof, here Jesus is breaking down social barriers by spending time surrounding himself with the people on the margins, the people that others would not have gathered with. And he'll do that as he calls the disciples as well. We've got tax collectors, we got fishermen, they're on a low rung of society, folks who don't really own much property, maybe their fishing boat, if they even own that. And Jesus takes people like that, common folks, and invites them into relationship with him. He breaks bread with them. I'm sitting here at the table in my office, and oftentimes this is where I sit to have lunch, and sometimes others on the staff will come and join me, and I'm not saying that they're like tax collectors. Don't mishear me. But, we gather in relationship. We break bread together. We get to know one another in some more informal ways to really be able to see and get to know who each other are, and to be able to see Christ in one another. And as Jesus lowered himself and came and lived among us, and then called some of the folks who are on the margins to be a part of his inner workings, it's, I think, a challenge or an encouragement to us to do the same, to not think more highly of ourselves than we ought, that to acknowledge that we, like the tax collectors, like the fishermen, may actually be on the margins of society. And maybe that's where some of the best ministry can and does happen. I a few weeks ago made the connection that if Jesus had come and only presented himself and called the religious elite and the authorities, that those who are on the margins might have thought he didn't come for them. And in fact, he did come for them. He came for the religious authorities as well. And maybe they're just a little slower to be able to see that he has come for all of creation. So something to consider on this Pie Day. Maybe share some pie with a new friend on this Pie Day. Something to think about. Anyway, I am getting hungry myself. I might have a piece of pie. I'm not sure what kind at this point, but it's been good spending a part of this day with you, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. It's Saturday. Go ahead and sleep in, and don't worry, the video will be here and ready for you when you wake up. Take care.